Okay everybody, so let's get started with Lobotomy, my first playthrough, Asylum Field Day. So we have Grandma Bates over here, and we have Ellen Ridley, I'm going to call her Ripley from here on out, Ripley over here, and now they are going to start doing stuff. So first of all, we can walk 1, 2, 3, 4 with Ellen, or we can drive 1, 2, 3 with Grandma Bates, and then we could check what this door holds in store for us. We're going to do this 1, 2, 3. That's all her movement plus 2 actions left. She's going to look at this door and going to try and open it. So for this we're going to take this box and we're going to just so I'm not going to look at this. I'm just going to, oops, one fell out, and that's the one we're going to take. It takes 2 actions to unlock this door. Now, this is very important because this type of barricade cannot be penetrated by monsters. When a monster comes to a door, like this door for example, it can just pass through because the door has not been identified as either locked or open. This door is now locked for monsters as well. They can't go through. So she's got 1 action left. And she is going to go here. Is she? No, because if we spawn something over here, that would take 1, 2 to go to her. She's going to stay where she is. Does she have a utility power that we could use? No. Okay, so we are going to now use Ellen Ripley, and she's just gonna follow 1, 2, 3, and then she's gonna stay here. That's the end of our first turn. Oh, actually, we could open this door, but then if somebody spawns on 11, they would get through. Yeah, so let's not. Okay. Let's draw our first movement card. No event this time. The warden does not move, which is really good. A blue star says cancel a total of 3 progress points. We don't have those, so that doesn't matter. So we're just going to spawn 2 monsters. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to use the randomizer. So we're going to use this 4-sided die to check on which quadrant the first one spawns. And it's quadrant 3, so it would be down here. And this is the space 9. So 3, 9 gives us a scavenger. 9 would be down here. And then another one. Quadrant 3 again. Space 6 this time. And that's going to be a mental patient. So that's it. For this one, this was good. Because we're cancelling 3 points, but we don't have any yet. So that's not too bad. So what we're going to do is we are going to use Grandma Bates' 2 actions to open this door. And then she's going to... Oh, sorry. That was too quick. Because not only... Okay, we remember that this was 2. Because I can't find the chip now. Now, of course, we have monster movement as well. So these ones move for 1, 2. Remember, when a door isn't opened, they can just walk through. This one moves 1. This one moves... The one that we just spawned doesn't move. Sorry, I should have done that differently. So this one needs to... Where's the exit? Actually, okay, 1, 2. This one moves... Where's the exit for this guy? Here. Because what they will do is they will try to get to us by the shortest route possible. This one moves here. This one moves 1, 2. This one moves 1. Oops. This one moves 1, 2. And that's all the movement there is. So now we can break open that door. And Grandma Bates has just opened this door for 2 action points. No, actually we're going to do this differently. Ellen Ripley is going to use 2 action points to break this open, 1, 2, and then she's going to move 1 in here, and then she's going to use 1 more action to reveal this memory token. So we're going to draw her top memory card, and it's Ellen's memory. 1 alien is a curiosity, 2 are an invasion, flamethrower, weapon, duration 10, durability 10. Okay, so she's just gotten a new weapon. Brilliant. Cool. So we take this one away. We put it back into storage because we're going to have to spawn some later. And I'm going to make a note that we have uncovered our first memory token. 1. Okay, now it's Grandma Bates. She has 3 movement. No, she has 2 actions and 3 movement. And what she's going to do is she's going to move, she's going to use her drive through, and she's going to use 1 action for this. So remember, she has 1 action left plus 3 movement points. So she's going to use drive through, and she's going to attack this scavenger for 8 dice. 6, 8. Okay, now let's see. Okay, you cannot see this. Oh yes, you can. So she has 4 successes because she hits on a 5+. It's also critical strike. Let's check out what critical strike means. First of all, it's a power attack. You stun the enemy, knock its miniature over if at least 1 damage is done. Critical means results of 6 in the attack roll cause 2 damage instead of 1 if they manage to get past defense. Now we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he has no defense, so he's simply knocked down and killed. So we're gonna give ourselves a scavenger high 5 because we just killed someone, and she gets a cooldown because she just killed an enemy. She also has 1 action left, because remember that was 1 action. She's going to analyze this door, so we're again gonna draw a door token without looking. And it is locked for 3, so this is very interesting because it means that this guy cannot get out. He will just be stuck behind this door until we decide to open it. So she now has 3 movement left, and we're going to use this movement in order to move. Okay, this would be a spawning point, a potential one. This would be a potential spawning point. We're going to move we're going to move towards her. 1, 2. Okay, so we're going to stay here. And that's the end of our round. Let's draw a movement card. No event this time. The warden again does not move. We spawn one memory token. Quadrant 1, number 7. Blue star means we lose everything we have just gained this round. That's too bad. And we spawn a mental patient in quadrant 2, number 3. Oh, sorry, first monster movement before we spawn. This one is stuck here behind the door. This one moves 1, 2. This one moves 1, 2. This one moves 1. This one moves 1, 2. So what they're doing is they're trying to come towards us as quickly as they possibly can. Oh, there's a door there. Well, that doesn't really matter now, does it? Because you would just walk right through it. 1. This one also walks 1, 2. Where's their way out? 1, 1, 2. Yeah. And this one is stuck. These have moved. Okay, so now we're going to spawn this one, 2, 3. That's a mental patient. And this one is the nurse. And she spawns on quadrant 3, number 2. It's over here. Good. Okay. So far so good. We've lost everything we gained, but that's kind of okay as well because okay, what are we going to do now? Grandma Bates drive-through goes down by 1. Let's use Ellen's flamethrower. It's a weapon. She gets 5 dice plus flame plus range 1. Attacks 2 targets at the same time. Place on this weapon to gain an extra... Okay, it actually doesn't deteriorate unless I decide to put one on if I want to get an additional die, which I don't. So basically this yoke is 1... Can you actually see this? No, you can't. So I'll have to adjust the camera slightly. So we're over here and we want to attack this guy. This is what we're going to do. She's going to use a flamethrower which has range 1. She gets 5 dice. Since this is a mental patient and she's the mother's monster, she's going to get 6 dice. And she hits on a 5 plus, but she also gets flaming. And flaming means that the enemy's defense is reduced by 1. So basically his 1 doesn't count. And since he has 4 life, he might die instantly. And we have 2 successes, which is not enough. It reduces him by 2. But we can do this again for another action. And this time we roll another 6. So that's 3 then, and we roll 1 more. So she's got 3 actions spent on this one, and we have 2 more successes, so this one's dead. So let's try this again. A mental patient is down. So we have 1 of those, and she has 1 more action left. And she's not going to do anything with that. She's just gonna stay there. Or is she? Is she going to move? Oh, she's going to move here. Grandma Bates is gonna use 1, 2, her 2 abilities to 2 movement points. Then she's gonna use her 2 actions to analyze both gates. Oops, one fell down. We're just going to take this one. It's a lock of 4. And the other one gets a... And the other one is open. So she's used 2 to go there. She's going to use 1 more to go in here. Or actually she's not, because this is a spawning point. End of round. Let's see. Now the warden does move from 1 to 2. No event. We spawn 1 token. 1 and 5. So it's a memory token that goes in this space over here. We're going to spawn 1 scavenger on... First of all, we're going to move the monsters. This one can't get out. This one's going to move here. And this one's going to move 1, 2. This one's going to move 1. This one's going to move 1, 2. This one's going to move 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. She's going to move out here. 1. The nurse is on the run. So we're going to spawn 1 on 3, 6. 1 scavenger on 3, 6. 3, 6 is down here. And 1 nurse on 4, 2. Okay. So far so good. Grandma Bates is going to use 1, 2, and then she's going to use 1 action to analyze this memory of hers, and let's see what she gets. She gets memory strip number 2. Your childhood friend sits in the hallway waiting to meet you. His smile fades as you approach. What have they done to you? He looks around to see if you are alone, then puts his arms around you. Let me help you, he whispers. While constricting you harder, you struggle to take a breath. Soon you will be free. Roll an inspiration or whatever it's called test. And this means we roll 2 dice. She rolls a 6. Her inspiration is 7. So she gains this card. And if she gets 2 of those, she can actually get a utility power for those. So she moved 2, took 1 action. She's going to take her last movement 3, and she has 1 more action left, and she's going to move out here into the hall again. Now it's Ellen. And Ellen is going to oh yeah, Grandma Bates's drive-through goes down by 1. Ellen is going to use her Flame On ability, which allows it to attack this scavenger. And she gets 7 dice for her efforts. 6, 7. And she has 1, 2 successes. And it gets flaming, gain +1 to attack. Well, that's not the case. So she gets flaming, which means the defense doesn't count. Well, they don't have any anyway. So he is down to 1 health. That's one of her actions. Then she's going to move in 1, 2. That's 3 actions. Then she's going to attack him with her crowbar for 5. And she hits him for 2 more. He's dead, which is good, because it means we have 1 scavenger again. And she didn't roll a natural 1, so the crowbar is still intact. But she also killed something, so she killed 2, so we're going to cool down by 2. This is my house rule. And that's the end of the turn. So now we're going to draw the movement card. No events this time. Oh my god, we're going to lose 3 points. Yeah, you see, this is where the game becomes pretty futile pretty soon. So the warden moves 1. We spawn 1 token. 2, 9. Oops, that's the wrong token. Sorry about that. Two, 9. Everybody moves. These guys can't get out. We can't get out. 1, 1, 1, 2. The nurse is going to move 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. This is actually one big space, isn't it? Is it? I don't know. Possibly 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. That was all of them. Let's spawn something. We're going to spawn a scavenger in quadrant 1, 2. Just down here. We're going to spawn a mental patient on 2, 6. 6. Oh, sorry, this is probably 9 and then this is 6. Yeah. On the board, they should have really used the... So, yeah. Okay, so we're down to 0 again. Everyone refreshes 1. So, let's see. There is nothing in here that we care about, so we don't need to go in there. So, Grandma Bates is not going to move here because that's too dangerous. Ellen Ripley could go 1, 2, 3 and then flame this one for 5. Actually, we're going to do this differently. Grandma Bates is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move here. No, she's not. She's going to stay here. 1, 2, 3, and she's going to analyze this door to see is it a door or not a door. And it is a door. Ellen's gonna go 1, 2, 3. Sorry, she was here. 1, 2, 3, and she's gonna flame this one. And she has no successes, so that didn't work. That's okay. That's the end of the turn. Now we have the issue. We're gonna draw a card. Okay, everything goes back to normal, so he moves 4. We spawn a memory token. We have no successes, so we cannot lose anything. 1, 4. Oh, it's actually where he is. Everyone moves, so this one is going here. So we're going to see monsters fighting for the first time. 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. 1. 1. And then we're going to spawn. That's quadrant 2, 9. That's a scavenger 2, 9. here, is it? Is that 9? Yes, it's 9. And then again 4, 5. And that's a nurse. 4, 5. Good. Oh, sorry, 4 is over here. 4, 5. Okay, now we will have this monster attack Ripley. The scavenger has an attack of 5 dice and he attacks with precision. Means a natural 6 is... So we'll take 5 dice. If he rolls a natural 6, her defense doesn't count. He rolls 1 natural 6 and a 5, so he does 2 damage to Ellen Ripley. Now I don't have any damage tokens yet, so I'm just gonna have to get some. I knew I had forgotten something. But I would suppose that I've got damage tokens in my Descent first edition coffin box somewhere. Yes, of course I do. Good. So Ellen Ripley has taken 2 damage, so these guys don't come with the game. So she has 5 health left. That's the end of the round. It's Ellen now. End of the round, she refreshes. Drive-through becomes available again to Grandma Bates. She's going to attack the guy she's on the same space with. For using her crowbar and Mother's Rage. This means she gets 6 dice plus flaming plus 1 to attack rolls. So she gets 6d6. And she rolls 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. It's flaming, so his he doesn't have any anyway, so he's dead. And we have 1 scavenger. But she also rolled 1 natural 1, so this means that her crowbar has taken a hit. So it gets 1 hurt token. That's her first action. And she also killed something, so she cools down the flame on as well. So she cools down the flame on completely, which is good because then she can reuse it. She's then going to use the flame on this one here, which contains 2 monsters. It's an area effect. So she gets 4 dice. It is flaming. And she gets +1 to attack rolls if you target spaces with 2 or more enemies. Yes. So she rolls 4 dice. And she has 2 successes. And she gets flaming. So it means that none of the guys can use their armor. So they both take 1 damage. So that's her second action, which means she gets 2 more actions, and she's going to use them to move into the space close to Grandma Bates. And Grandma Bates is going to move 1 space, 1, for 1 of her movement actions, and she's going to spend 1 action to use drive through, and she's going to attack this guy for 8, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. And she has 1, 2, 3 points of damage, which is enough to kill him. No, actually it's not, because this one has 4. Okay, so he takes 4 damage. And then she's going to use her chainsaw for 5. And she has 1, 6, which is enough, which is actually not enough because he has 1 shield. So he does have 3, he takes 3 damage from the earlier one. But she then is going to take 1 to her last movement, 2 movement points, and she's going to go back there. Okay. Now that was a little bit of a chaotic turn where loads of things happened, but I think that was okay. So now it's the enemy's turn. No event. The warden moves 1. We spawn 1 token, 1 brain token. Quadrant 3, 3. And we are going to make monsters move. 1, 1, 2. There are none here. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. 1, 2. This one moved. 1, 1, 1, 1. Did this one move? Just in case. 1, 2. Let's move them once because I think it did move 1, 2. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Then we're going to spawn. We're going to spawn 2 scavengers, 1 on 3, 1. and another one on 410. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so now it's our guys. Everybody refreshes one. Ellen's going to use her flamethrower to attack this guy. This flamethrower is really powerful, especially since it doesn't seem to deteriorate. Okay, this is weird. I'm not going to accept this. I think I will forward because it says put one token on it in order to add one dice. So maybe that's in addition to rolling ones. I hope I just didn't roll any ones with this yet. Well, this time I did. So we do 1 point of damage. So it gets 1. He's got 1 life left, so that was 1 action. We're going to do this again to kill him. And we do, and no natural, so he's dead. That's good. We're gonna cool down one of our actions. And we have 1 more scavenger down. And then we are going to... So that was 2 actions. We're going to move here for our 3rd action, and then we're going to use it again. And we're going to attack this space. And we're going to get 6 this time, because one of them is a mental patient. Oh, actually, they're not in the same space. So it's okay. This is just the mental patient. So we're going to get 6 because we're the monster's mother. And we do 1, 2 damage, which is not enough. But it's flame, so it goes through. So he does take 2 damage. So, but it also was a natural 1, so it's going to take 1 more hurt. The poor thing. And that's it for Ellen's turn. Grandma Bates is going to let Ellen recover 1d3. Oh, you or a character on your space gain 1. Okay, so we're gonna first of all give Ellen 1 life back. That's good. That doesn't cost us an action. Yeah, she's also. Then we're going to move 1, and we're going to use our bone saw for 5, and we also are going to use our walking death, which means we get +1 to our attacks. And we roll a 5, which is a 6. So we do 1 damage to... No, we don't do any damage to the mental patient because he actually has 1 shield, and we do 1 damage to our weapon. That was too bad. Not nice. So we have 1 more action left. We're going to use this again. Hopefully we're going to do better and we do even worse, because we do not make any difference to this guy. So we're going to move out 1, 2. So that's it. That's the end of our turn. Ellen's going to have huge issues next time because she will be attacked by 2 people. No, actually, we're going to put Grandma here. So, yeah. Okay. That round was not really successful. Let's see. Movement. No events. He moves. 5, 6. Nothing else happens. So this one's going to move here. Shamble, shamble. This guy's going to move here as well. This one's going to move here. These guys stay put. She's moving here. 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 1. 1, 2. We're gonna spawn now. 1 mental patient on 212. And 1 scavenger on 3-5. Okay, good. So now we have monster attacks. The mental patient is going to attack Ripley for 5 dice. He hits on a 5+. And she is going to... No, she's not going to use the Atropophobia. Oh my god, he does 3 points of damage. Does he have precision? No, he doesn't. So he does 2 points of damage because she has 1. Who do these belong to? Oh, he's dead, isn't he? So 2. And then next up is the scavenger. And he does no damage, which is cool. So that was good. Okay, so Ellen Ripley has 4 health left. I think it's the mental patient that has 2. Good. Grandma Bates is going to give... Oh no, that's... crap. That is one that is not available all the time. First of all, Grandma Bates is going to refresh her abilities. Then she's going to use her bone saw for 5 to attack the scavenger. And she does 2 points of damage to him, so she's going to do it again. And that's him dead. But she also does 1 point of damage to her I keep calling it chainsaw. It's actually a bone saw, which means we're going to cool down the drive-through, and we're going to give ourselves a point because we killed another scavenger. So that was her 2 actions. Then she's going to drive away. 1, 2, just to be on the safe side. Yes, that's the way to do it. Leave Ellen behind. Ellen is going to... This refreshes, actually. She's going to attack this guy with a crowbar for 6. And she does 1, 2, 3 points of damage, 1 of which is cancelled by his defense, but he has 4 already, so 2 already, so he's dead. And she didn't do any damage to her crowbar in the process. Since she killed something, she gets to get rid of this one. So that's 4. Did we only kill 1 mental patient? Can't believe it. Then we're going to Actually, these guys would not have been stuck there. They would have actually moved over here. Let's just leave them there. Because this one doesn't have a door. That's weird. Okay. So, Ellen is now going to use her flamethrower for 5 to attack the scavenger. He doesn't have any armor, and he's got 3 life. And she does 1, 2, 3 points of damage, and he's dead. Very good. So we have 1 more scavenger down, 4. And then we're going to, and she has everything cooled down. So, and that's good then. So that was her actions. I think she's done now. Yeah, I think that was 4 actions. That's the end of this round. Let's look at the movement. No event this time. The warden moves 6, 7. We spawn 1 memory token. 3, 12. And we get movement. 1. The nurse is hurt for 1. This one goes here. This one goes here as well. 1, 1. These ones go here. Shamble, shamble. This one goes here. This one now goes 1, 2. These ones go 1 and 1. This one goes 2. This one moves up 1. Let's spawn something. A mental patient spawns in quadrant 1, number 5. And the scavenger in quadrant 1, number 4. 4, okay. So far so good. It's Ellen. Okay, she's going to use for it's Grandma Bates first. Grandma Bates is going to check out this door. And it's barricaded. Okay, it's her first action. Oh yeah, she gets to cool down as well. She's going to use her drive-through. To give her 8 dice. 2, 4, 6, 8. One, 2, 3, 4. That's plenty. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. This means that one of them takes 3 points of damage. We're going to attach the damage to this guy. Yeah. So he's taken 3 points of damage. And then she's going to use 1, 2 to move out of there to relative safety. Well, relative safety, we're going to move here. Ellen's going to move 1, 2, and then she's going to use her flame on which gives her 5 dice because she has, these guys are mental patients and she's their mother. And they will penetrate their armor. And she does 2 points of damage, which kills this one outright. And this one takes 1 damage. We've got 2 mental patients down at this stage. So Flame On then gets cooled down immediately because she has killed something this round. So she took 2 steps and then this was the 3rd action. And that's really all she can do. And she can start breaking down this barricade with 1 action. So this one has then 1 as well. Okay, that's that. Let's see where we are. Movement, no event. Aha. He moves 1 space to 8. We spawn 1 token. Quadrant 3-3. We've run out of memory tokens, so we're just going to use this one then, 3-3. Blue means we lose 3 points of progress. So we're going to lose 2 scavengers and 1 mental patient. Everyone moves. 2. This one moves here. Whoops, 1. This one moves here. 1. Two, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. We spawn a scavenger on 3-9. And a mental patient on 2-2. Okay, good. So let's see. We're going to be attacked by this mental patient. And he is going to, I'm going to use Anthropophobia on Ellen. Oh no, we're actually, are we? Is this the guy with precision? No, so we're not going to do it. Let's just hope that we don't get 5 hits. Let's just hope that we only get 3 hits. We get 2 hits, one of which is negated, so she takes 1 point of damage. Okie dokie. That's that. Everybody cools down. Grandma's pudding becomes available in 2 rounds if she doesn't kill anyone. Let's start with our friend Ripley this time. Ripley's going to use her Monster's Mother ability and she's going to use her crowbar to good effect to attack the mental patient on her space. And she attacks and she does 2 points of damage. He's got 4. So that's her first attack, so she's going to do that again. And this time nothing happens, so 3rd one. And again, nothing happens. So she'll try this one more time. This is a total waste of a round. And she does kill him this time. He's dead. And she gets a cooldown for this one. That was a total waste of a round. And now we're in dire straits because we have 3 monsters coming in next round. Grandma Bates is going to use her 2 actions to put 2 hurt on this door. And then she's going to sit tight because this is terrible. Oh my god, monsters gain 1 additional die for this turn. The warden moves 9. We lose green, which means cancel 1 point of progress. So we've got 1 scavenger. So yeah, we're gonna lose this game again. Monsters move 1. Yeah, this is we're dead this round. So these guys come in, and this one moves. This one moves 1, 1, 1, 1. Shamble, shamble 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's spawn a scavenger. 10, 2, or 2, 10 I should say, so the scavenger moves here. And another scavenger on 1, 6. Good, okay. So now we're going to see multiple monsters attacking. And there is a specialty to this, to the way this is done. So, combat. Monsters attack at the end of the monster's turn. Unless you have a friendly monster at your gaming table, all of the monster's attack tests, dice rolls are actually performed by players. Monsters target. If there is more than 1 character on a space or within range and line of sight, monsters attack the target with the lowest defense statistic. Oh, sorry, I thought with the lowest number of hit points. So they would always attack Grandma Bates in this case. Players can use defense skills to increase defense or heal before monsters pick a target. Players can also use defense skills to increase defense after a monster picks a target. Monster attack table. Blah blah. I think that there is something somewhere in the rules that if you have more than 1 monster, then for each other monster they get an additional attack. I don't care about priority. This is annoying because I think I read this somewhere. This is already insanity. Is it in this rule book? All monsters attack in the same way as characters do. They target primarily the character with the least remaining health. Oh, remaining health, I thought it was lowest defense. Okay. Yeah. Add 1 die per monster that attacked on that space and resolve the attack. Okay, so we're going to start with the scavenger number 1 is going to roll 5 dice and he's going to attack Grandma Bates. And he does 2 damage. The next one is going to attack for 6 and he's also going to attack Grandma Bates. Whoops. And he does 2 damage as well. 1, 2. So she's now down to 2 health. She's now going to start taking insanity and throw in a defense die. So we're gonna take 7 dice now for the last scavenger, plus 1 insanity defense die. So he does 1 point of damage for a 5, but she has 1 defense, so nothing happens. And then Ellen Ripley is gonna take insanity to throw a tantrum, which means that the guy is going to attack her, the mental patient, and she's also going to add 1 more to get a defense die in there for 7. Whoops, she does 3 shields and he has 1, 2 successes, so she has 4, and that means the last one that fell out was a 4 as well, so she has 3 shields plus 1 defense, so nothing happens. So that was actually really well played, but now they're slowly going insane. Well, I mean, they are insane already, but now they're going to get even more insane. So now it's the end of the round. Everyone's abilities refresh. Yeah, we have a big issue. We've got 4 monsters. And I think I will leave it there for now, because I think this is already been going on for quite a while now. The camera doesn't actually tell me how long. But yeah, I think you got a really good overview. I mean, the warden is at space 9, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 more turns if we are lucky. If we're unlucky, well, I mean, if we're very lucky, he might not be moving at all, but I think we are, so not going to be that lucky. As you can see, this is really a tough game. Of course, also I may not be, you know, I'm not a proficient player, so there may be things that escape me with regard to tactics, but even like, you know, trying to get into those, to get those lockers, I mean, you could do an imaginary locker roll by actually adding insanity, but then of course that has its drawbacks too. I do think that I'm going to house rule a couple of things, like for example saying, okay, you can use insanity to cancel the stars, because if we had done that, then we would be now at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 scavengers and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mental patients. So that would help, because then we would have already exceeded some of the targets. So as you can see, this is quite tough, but I guess it's actually quite a good game so far. I like it. So I'll be back soon with more on this one. Bye bye.